Hi everybody, it's Hayley. Sorry about this. Okay, now I'm ready. Hi everyone, it's Hayley and today is my 34-week pregnancy vlog. 34 weeks pregnant now. 6 weeks to go. It's just gone by so fast. Like, honestly, I really have blinked and missed this. And I'm kind of like, there's just still so much that I need to do. I've only got like 6 weeks till my due date and I want to have it all done, you know, in the next sort of few weeks so I don't have to do anything for a few weeks. But holy crap moly. 34 weeks, I can't believe it. It's insane. And it's crazy because it means that this year is nearly over too. Like, baby's due end of September and that's only 6 weeks away, which means then it's only like a few months until the end of the year. And it's like, I'm completely bewildered by all of that. I'm just like, when did it happen? Honestly, was I asleep for the whole time? I wish I was. But I wasn't. So yeah, 34 weeks pregnant now. And this week has been a bit of everything has sort of been going on. As far as symptoms, I had really bad heartburn probably about 3 nights ago. 3 nights ago? Yeah. And it kept me up all night. It was the worst I've ever had it. Ever. And yeah, it kept me up all night and it was really painful, to the point where I was like sort of like gasping for air. Like it was just really bad. So got very little sleep that night and it continued on throughout the whole of the next day, which was not cool. But yeah, I've been having just heartburn on and off all week, and anything will set it off. So I don't know, it's just like ugh. But yeah, as far as appetite, still not really like super hungry for a lot of things, if anything really. I just sort of nibble away at things during the day. There's nothing really that sort of takes my fancy. I'm still really thirsty though, like super thirsty. I could just drink all day. But yeah, so I don't know, obviously, I don't know, maybe I'm dehydrated or something, I don't know. But yeah, I just drink and drink and drink and drink and drink some more. Like, yeah, and have very little food. That's like what it feels like is going on. Peeing every 5 minutes, literally. And I don't know, I think that's both to do with the fact that I'm drinking so much more, as well as the fact that this child is sleeping on my bladder. Like, I swear, I have a drink of water, I sit down, and 5 minutes later, it's like, oh my god, if I don't go to the bathroom now, I don't know what's going to happen. So like, and then I'll come back and sit down, and then another 5 minutes and I need to go again. And it's like, but it's just weird. And it's not like I go and I, you know, pee very little. I'm always peeing a lot. So I don't know, I guess it's a combination of drinking so much more water and, sorry if you can hear that, it's just started raining. I have downloaded a contraction app on my phone. I don't have an iPhone, I've just got a plain old boring phone. And I downloaded this app. Sorry, I'm just contraction time. It's just a basic one. That's what the page looks like. It was free and it was getting like 4.5, 5 stars on the you know, reviews. So I just got it, and I sort of tested it out, and I think it's going to be really good, because last time I was noting down contractions in a little notebook, because I didn't have a phone like this at that point, where you could download apps and things. So I was using a notebook, and very quickly, once the contractions got really bad, I couldn't write them down anymore because I was too busy concentrating. So this is going to be really good, because once I can't use it anymore, it's just going to be so easy. All you have to do is press start and stop, and then it calculates the time that it has been between the contractions and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, I just think it's going to be so easy, especially for my husband or my sister to, you know, note it down while I'm at home and things, and while I'm at the birth centre as well. So yeah, I've downloaded that, so I'm really excited about that. It's just going to be so handy, and it means that, yeah, everybody can use it and keep track sort of easier, a lot more easier than trying to write it down and everything. Along with that, I'm still collecting up bits and pieces for labour and delivery, like, and also for like afterwards. I've only got like one nursing singlet, and I've like been trying to find ones that I can get, and I feel like I've just got still so much to do. So I'm still collecting things up for labour and delivery, and once I have all those things collected up and I have everything, then I'll be able to do the video on what's going to be in my labour and delivery bag, or bags. But there's no point in me doing it when I'm still missing quite a few pieces of the puzzle. But I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks at the most that I can get all of that organised and done and ready. I have done lists. This is my big checklist for what goes in all the bags that, well, there's going to be 3 bags for labour and delivery and postpartum, you know, for the birth centre and all that sort of stuff. So I've got this big huge list, and if you'll be able to see, the baby's bag is complete. I have got everything in there that I need. That's done. I've just got to basically do the other bags. So the baby's set, but nobody else is, and that's just purely because I don't have everything yet, but definitely in the next 2 weeks at the very latest, do I want to get all of that done, and then I can get those videos up for you guys. I've decided to tell you guys the baby's name, purely because every time I film a video, I always call him by his name and end up having to edit it out. So I thought I would just tell you guys our baby's name, and then I can just call him by that, and I won't have to keep editing out my accidental slip-ups. So I'm not going to reveal this in any sort of fancy way. I am going to show you the his name, the way it's going to be put up on the bedroom wall that he will share with AJ. I've still got to do some touch-ups on that, on his little name plaque, but I'll show you that now. So our little boy's name is going to be Caius. So we have decided to call our son Caius. Originally we were going to spell it with a K, and I think I mentioned a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, who knows, in my blog, that my husband had decided he wanted to go back to the other letter. So we're going to be spelling it with a C. So his first name doesn't have a lot of like personal meaning behind it for us, but with our first son, his full name is Alexander John. That's his first name and his middle name, and it's quite a traditional name. And I'm not one who really likes traditional names, but my husband likes traditional names. So we compromised on that, and we just call him AJ. He's always been, just right from when he was born, just AJ. Like, that's how I said, well, if we do this, I want to be able to call him something else instead of Alex or Alexander or anything, because that name is very common in my family, because it is who my grandfather's name is Alexander, and so everybody after him has named their firstborn son Alexander or given him the second name Alexander. So it's quite a common name, and I knew I wanted AJ to be different, you know, but still have that family connection. So that's what we did. So this time around, I wanted, even though we still have very important family connections for his middle names, I wanted a kind of a different name for his first name. A name that neither of our families have used before, but something that is not completely out there, but that he can grow up with. So the only name that my husband actually liked was Caius. So we played around with the spelling quite a bit, and then finally we've settled on this. So his middle names are going to be Carter David. Carter is after my family, and David is from my husband's side of the family, and they have a lot of special meaning to us. So Caius, Carter David, and then our surname, but we're really happy with that. And I think I mentioned this in my 20-week or 21-week update when I told you that we were having a boy, that when I saw that he was a boy, and then they skipped to straight away went to like the face view, I knew that was his name. I knew his name was Caius, and it was going to be nothing else. I knew. So we're really excited about the name, and it's a name that I really love, and I think it goes so well. AJ and Caius, and AJ can say it. He can say the name. He can pronounce it clearly, so there's no sort of issues there. We're really excited about that, and I can't wait to meet him now. And it's only possibly only 6 weeks to go, or less, or maybe a bit more, but I just can't wait to meet him. And our families don't know his name, just my husband and I, and AJ, and now you guys, but I think they'll be just as happy with the name as we are. And we just really like it, and I just love it. Caius is who was growing in my belly. Now this might be a bit controversial. It might be a bit controversial what I'm going to talk about. But I'm talking about natural induction sort of techniques, or not even induction, but natural ways to sort of help prepare my body for labour and hopefully make it go a little bit faster, if that makes sense. If you've watched my labour and delivery story with AJ, you'll know that it took 24 hours for me to get to 5 centimetres, and AJ wasn't exactly in the greatest position. He was sunny side up, and so I think for one of the reasons, well, there were a few reasons why I took so long to get to 5 centimetres. Number one, probably my body hadn't done that before. Number two, AJ wasn't in the greatest head position to be putting enough pressure on my cervix to help it dilate and soften out. And I think it took that 24 hours for my cervix to actually start ripening properly and making some progress. So this time around, I didn't do any natural induction techniques or anything with AJ. I think the thing that I am pretty sure amped my contractions up and put me into proper labour was a full body massage that my husband gave me. But I didn't do anything before that or anything or after that to keep it going. It's not that I want to evict him quickly or early or anything. I just would like to help my body be able to maybe move a bit faster, so that it's not as horrendously long-winded as it was the last time. So I'm going to be starting evening primrose oil, purely just to help my cervix become a bit ripe and just help with that. Not to put me into labour, because it doesn't do that. It just helps ripen things up and make things softer, so that hopefully things will move a bit faster in that sort of that latent phase of labour, the beginning. So I'm going to start doing that next week. I haven't bought any yet. I've still got to go and buy some. So I'm going to be starting that at 35 weeks. And I'm just going to be sort of, from now on really, I'm going to be doing my prenatal yoga every day, because that had there were quite a few like moves or positions that were really good for labour, and really good for making sure that baby's head was not sunny side up. But I can't for the life of me remember them now. So I need to go back and start doing the yoga video every day, so that when time comes for labour, I can actually remember the positions and things and use them, utilise them, to make myself more comfortable or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to start doing that again properly. So yeah, evening primrose oil, I'm going to start that next week. So, I mean, I know second time round, hopefully it's going to be a little bit quicker. Because in total last time my labour was 38 hours and it was incredibly draining. And so yeah, I mean, if I could get it done, you know, in 12 hours less time, that would be great. Like 24 hours, I'd be happy if my labour was 24 hours long. Like, I'd be happy with that. That would be like, oh my god, it was only 24 hours long this time. So, yeah, but I mean, I don't know what my body's going to do, but if I start getting Braxton Hicks at sort of the 38 week mark like I did with AJ, I'll probably start sort of, yeah, seeing if they're ready to become actual labour contractions or whether they're just still not quite ready yet. Just test them out and see. But yeah, I mean, I avoided an induction last time by 3 days. So, I'd like to avoid an induction this time for sure. So yeah, but that's sort of just my thing on that. Certainly not trying to evict him early or, you know, on his due date. But I would like to be able to help my body be like, you know, a bit more prepared. Yeah, a bit more prepared basically. Give it a bit of a head start, so to speak, so that when it is ready, it's not going to, hopefully, fingers crossed, take 38 hours. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week. I have rambled and mumbled and blah blah blah, but that's pretty much what's going on at 34 weeks. I suppose I should probably add that I can't breathe anymore. Oh my god. All this talking is like, I can't get enough air in or out. But that's just me. Oh, also, so yesterday or the day before, I woke up and realised, and I looked in the mirror, and I swear overnight my belly got really big. And I even said to my husband, does my belly look bigger than it did yesterday? And he was like, yeah, like it's quite out there, like it's definitely like gotten bigger. So either me or Caius or both of us are did a growth spurt overnight. But yeah, my belly is like really sticking out now. So it makes me feel even bigger, but only got sort of 6 weeks to go hopefully. So he's just doing fattening up in there now. He's still rolling, still get, you know, the movements are definitely still the same as they were, but they're not, he's definitely squashed in there because he's not moving like, you know, kick and all that sort of stuff. It's definitely just sort of like shimmying to the left and like trying to sort of just like, you know, I'll just like move my shoulder up that way. And I felt his bottom sticking out, I felt his shoulder. Often when I'm lying on my side I feel his feet pushing out the side. So like, yeah, he's definitely squashed in there, poor thing. But what are you going to do? That's how I keep you safe. So yeah, yeah, I think my belly did a really big sort of pop overnight, and yeah, that was a few days ago. My husband does too. I don't know if you guys will be able to notice a difference, but so excuse the mess in the background on my bed. This is Caius at 34 weeks. Shirt down. Feel very round and big. I don't know if the spotted top is making me look bigger or smaller. This is top up. You'll probably be able to see in the light my stretch marks that I've got now. See? Look at all of that. All those new ones that have popped up in the last couple of weeks or few weeks. Definitely getting big and round. Definitely outside there and everything. So yep, that's it. So that's it for 34 weeks. I will see you guys, excuse me, next week for week 35. Also, I did film my birth, oh my god, excuse me. I did film my birth plan video a few days ago and I posted it up. So don't forget to have a look at that. And I'll see you guys next week for week 35. Bye.